Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Reaper Gamers Reapercast. This is a production of the Grim Reaper Gamers, a 25 and over clan with members across the country and the world, and a focus mostly on first-person shooters, but we dabble a little bit in all games. Bring your thick skin, drink of choice, grab your controller as GRG members are on nightly with official clan nights every Wednesday night. Hi there, I'm Johnny Hustler. I am back after a 4-week absence, which amounted to one show. But either way, you know, my triumphant return is here. As usual, I'm an officer here, and why the hell Lala lets me host this thing, I'll never guess. But along with me is my co-host in the second chair, Disney Nut 68 Keith. How the hell are you?
Pretty good, Johnny. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be back in the chair, man. I mean,
I'm sure you are, and I'm glad you're back in your chair because I don't envy your position. I don't want it, so I'm happy.
Gunny did a good job. Gunny did a good job.
Yeah,
Allie was a good guest. You know, she was great in the third chair.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Speaking of the highly coveted third chair, tonight we have PS4 representation again. He is infamous in our site chat. He is infamous on Tinder. He is our man, Tuttle. How you doing, Tuttle?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing awesome. Love doing this show.
Good to be here. I thought I wasn't going to be nervous, but now it's starting to sink in.
Oh,
you'll be fine.
There's 8 people watching.
You're only 30 seconds in. Wait, once you get to an hour, you'll be fine. So don't worry about it. And as usual, we also have to remind everybody that we also have a super producer extraordinary, Didge, with us tonight. Didge, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good, fellas.
Very good, very good.
A man of so many words.
He's too busy running those controls. He's got those hamsters running.
Yeah, no shit. He took over that part for me, and let me tell you something. I do not freaking miss it. I will say that. Do not miss it at all. So
he took the ball and ran with it.
As everybody knows, first order of business outside of introductions here on the Reapercast is the all-important what is in your glass. Disney, what you drinking?
Shit, as I'm going to get usual, Diet Pepsi.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Okay, I'll tell you what. One of these weeks, maybe during the summer, I will actually have some alcohol in my glass and shock the hell out of all of you.
You're going to shock the hell out of us.
I won't say when.
Already.
I won't say when. I'll say sometime before the end of the summer, I will have alcohol in my glass and shock the hell out of everybody. Okay?
I'm going to ship you some bourbon.
We're going to hold you to that.
Tuttle, what's in your glass?
I am drinking Miller Lite, as usual. Same thing I drink every night.
You should be familiar with that, right, Johnny, with that clock behind you?
I don't drink it. I got that free. My mom used to manage a bar, so I got that as a freebie. And it fits there better than my gigantic, oversized Busch Light can. Although one of these times I'm going to dig that sucker out. That thing lights up. That'll about blind y'all.
If you don't want that Miller Lite clock, by all means, I'd love to have it. We could do a trade.
There you go.
I may ship that to you after I fix the dang mechanism. The clock mechanism is screwed up in there anyway. But
little bartering going down on the Reapercast tonight.
You know, the Reaper buy, sell, and trade.
Yep. Didge, what's in your glass tonight, buddy?
Fat Tire.
I hear it's a good beer.
Fat Tire. Never had that.
Yep, it's pretty good. New Belgium.
West Coast beer?
I don't know where it's from.
I thought it was Colorado. I could be wrong.
Well, it's not quite West Coast.
Okay. You're right.
That's like next door.
Okay.
To me.
You're right.
I'm drinking. I got 2 choices here, but the one I have right now in my glass is the Line and Kugel's Summer Shandy. I'm gunning for a damn sponsorship here if we can get one. Which is just a great baby. It's a great summertime beer.
Looks like it's got
personal favorite of mine.
Do I see a little lemon on that label?
And it's in the Cubs glass, the Cubs that swept the New York Mets.
Go Cubbies.
A couple weeks ago.
Seriously?
Yeah, go Cubbies.
New York Rangers. That's what it's all about. Game 7 tomorrow night. We're going to squash
Give
Tampa.
us some Harry Carey.
Holy cow, what the hell are the New York Rangers? I don't recognize them. I thought they were in Texas.
Too funny.
All right, we're getting a segment in here finally that we batted around for a while, and I think we got this thing nailed down finally. So we're gonna try stumping Disney a little bit here.
That's not going to be too hard.
I think, did we do this on the first show? I think we tried this.
No,
on the
we
first
did it.
show,
We did it afterwards. We did it on the after show. Nobody saw it live. It was just us. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the little circle jerk after the show. Okay, that's right. So what we're going to try a little segment called Stump the Mouse. And in this segment, each show, I'm going to try and baffle Diz a little bit here with and test his knowledge of old school retro arcade themes. So tonight, this one's got a semi kind of sort of has a theme to it. It's related to one of our stories tonight. So I'm going to give you that much of a hint.
Okay.
So here we go. Let's see how well this works.
All right, let's see if I don't screw this up.
Oops.
Seriously?
Think about one of our topics. It's related to one of our topics tonight.
It's not. That's not Pac-Man. It has nothing to do with Pac-Man.
Are you sure about that?
That didn't sound like Pac-Man. Anything to do with Pac-Man? Was that Ms. Pac-Man or Pac-Man Jr.?
You got it. We got it. We got a 1-0 so far on the series.
Pulled that one out of my rear end.
Junior Pac-Man is the theme. So I didn't want to go too easy. I mean, giving you the hint already that it was related to one of our stories tonight kind of made it a little easy there, but I didn't want to make it too easy, so I picked one of the offshoots.
All right, so it was a gimme this week. Maybe next week you offset it a little harder.
We'll increase the difficulty as you get rolling along. We can't have you going on too much of a streak.
Don't forget I am old, so.
We all are, dude. Except for Tuttle, he's the goddamn young one out of this group.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I just turned 25.
Oh,
2 weeks
you
ago.
suck. You suck. 25.
Listen to that. Just turned 25. My
Good
God.
Lord, I could be your father. That's scary.
I've got underwear older than him.
I was just going to say that too.
Pushing the limits of the 25 and over, man. It's a whole new generation now that's coming in on the underside of the requirement.
Yeah, I had to lie to get into the clan.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Listen to that. There you go. You want in? Lie.
That's pretty much it.
That'll go great.
You can blame Audible. He recruited me.
Oh, okay. So
maybe
somebody's in line for demotion. Maybe Allie should be head of PS4 and Call of Duty.
She'll get power.
We like Audible. We like Audible.
Just breaking chops. That's what we do here.
Yeah, we share the same name. We're like brothers almost.
Twin brothers from a different mother?
And except he's ugly and I'm, just gorgeous.
Oh, now you're really in for it. So you just opened up a can.
The terror of Tinder is speaking.
Exactly.
Hey, Lala, that should be his title, his forum title, The Terror of Tinder.
I could get.
Who's Tuttle? Oh, I think Tuttle's having a little technical difficulty there.
Good Lord. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Shit. Who's jittering?
Yeah, there he is.
Okay, he's back. All right. Well, let's get on to the typical segment that comes after Stump the Mouse now. It used to be after What's in Your Glass, but let's get on to, the reason why we're here, the game news, the new game releases. There's a little bit going on out there leading up to E3.
Yes, there is. It's about close to a dozen games. So we'll go through them pretty fast. And then there's a couple news topics that we're going to hit on as well. Okay, so starting off with May 19th, the big release that week was The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and that was on Xbox One and PS4. The climatic third game in the fantasy RPG series, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, is a unique combination of non-linear story and an open world. A character-driven, non-linear story experience focused on player choice, tactical combat, and a rich living environment. The world is populated with intelligent inhabitants and animated by new mechanics that make it a dynamic, living, breathing place. As players travel the world, witnessing many a sunrise or sunset, enduring torrential rains or sweltering heat, they see predators hunting their prey, villages defending themselves against monsters, lovers meeting by moonlight. Did either of you guys
Okay.
picked it up?
Yes, I was going to interrupt real quick. I did. I got it through. I got it on my PC because Nvidia was giving it away with the 970.
Very nice.
I picked it up on Amazon and it shipped to my house today, and I just haven't opened it yet.
I like it, but it is buggy as shit.
Is it on PC?
On PC, yeah. I had one, like my first 15 minutes of playing, I got through the first scene or the first act in the first scene, and then the damn thing minimized and it was still going, but I couldn't bring it back up on my screen. So I had to kick out of it, start back over because I hadn't gotten a save point yet.
Okay.
Then it worked fine, but you know, I mean, there's been some glitchy stuff, but when it runs, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
At least you're not dealing with the graphical downgrade that the PS4 is. It's a lot of people are bitching about that.
Did you picked it up, right?
Yeah, I got it, but I played, I don't know, 2 hours maybe.
And what do you think so far?
I played the first two, and they've evolved a lot. It's good, but it's definitely got a learning curve over most RPGs.
Okay, so the other game that came out on the 19th, which is a lot smaller.
Lala just mentioned the nude mod for The Witcher. Let me tell you something right now. That doesn't need a nude mod. It's got its own moments already.
We're talking softcore or hardcore?
Yeah, a little softcore. Little bit between Cinemax and porn quality.
So HBO late at night.
Kinda. Although they aren't obviously missing their parts. Like misaiming. Diz, take this. Get to the next game. Before we start talking about stuff.
Believe me, this one's going to be a real big hit. The next one that came out on May 19th, bust out your banjos, people, was a farming simulator for 15 for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, and PS4. And Simulator 15 combines all the right ingredients to offer the richest and most detailed farming experience in the series to date. So we wanted to play dueling banjos, but we were afraid we were going to get banned, so we didn't want to take that chance. Exactly. Okay, so moving on, May 24th, I put 19th and 14th instead of 24th, was Badland Game of the Year Edition on Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and the PlayStation Vita. Badland is an atmospheric side-scrolling action-adventure game that takes platforming to the next level with an innovative use of physics and level design. Next up was Magicka 2 on the PS4. In Magicka 2, players ascend from the ruins of, help me out, Tuttle, Aldrime. Is that right? You know?
Is it?
I don't know. You're the PlayStation guy. I am assuming you haven't played this game.
I have not.
Okay, to experience a Midgard almost wiped free of wizards after the Wizard Wars, with the few that do remain having either gone mad or extremely hostile towards all others. Next up was Roundabout on PS4. In Roundabout, and it says in quotes, drive a constantly revolving limousine. You need to pick up passengers and drive them to their destinations. The catch, your limousine is constantly spinning in circles.
This was on another platform too. I've played this game.
Yeah, that would probably kick my vertigo into high gear and make me nauseous as hell.
I think it was on Steam beforehand, either Steam or iOS, and I played a demo.
Okay.
It's a top-down perspective like the old GTA.
Oh, all right.
It's not you're not driving it first person.
Okay. I was going to say, because that would be dizzying as hell if you were to do that in first person. So
no, you have to get to your location, but you're spinning around.
Okay.
And you have to play it. You have to keep from wrecking stuff, too much stuff or whatever. It's
gotcha. All right. So the last three games, Ultra Street Fighter 4 on PS4. Continuing the tradition of excellence the series is known for, 5 new characters and 6 new stages have been added for even more fighting mayhem, with rebalanced gameplay and original modes topping off this ultimate offering.
Oh, well, keep your pants on. We know you love those fighting games.
Okay, does anybody in the PS4 realm have this yet? Because I've looking at the thread on NeoGAF, it's getting killed. There's a lot of people complaining about, saying it's a terrible port.
Really?
It's what I'm hearing. I don't know how accurate that is, but
yeah, Audible just said
it's not faring well on. Okay, well, there's our confirmation from the head of PS4 himself.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's getting trashed on NeoGAF. I saw
Yeah,
that the last few days. It's getting killed.
Yeah, he just said Capcom is getting shit on for it. So,
well, they should.
guess.
It's a terrible port. It sounds like they ported it out, or they outsourced it to kind of a shitty dev, and
that's a shame.
Yeah.
All right, so next to last was Rogue Legacy on Xbox One, and it says Rogue Legacy is a 2D platforming genealogical roguelite where anyone can be a hero. And then last up, which is May 29th, which is tomorrow, is what the big game is, which is Splatoon for the Wii U. And it splatter enemies and claim your turf as the ink-spewing squid-like characters called Inklings in Nintendo's third-person action shooter game. Challenge your friends in chaotic 4-on-4 matches in which the goal is to get your ink on as many places as possible and claim your turf, all while strategically submerging yourself in your team's colors and blasting your enemies. I know, Johnny, you were talking about this. Is this something that you might be getting?
I'm really thinking about getting this because what I want to see, and I need to start watching Twitch a little more. I want to see if there's like a good couch co-op or a couch multiplayer on it, because I think this would be something me and the kids could really get into.
Okay.
It does look really cool. It's a neat mechanic. It's something a little different in the shooter genre. So it's real interesting looking. It's a little hard to get off the preview copies an idea how the online is, because the online was a little glitchy. The people are having trouble getting on. And I don't know if that's just because there aren't many people reviewing or in the review realm yet. But I'm going to watch a little more starting tomorrow and through the weekend, and then maybe pick this up next week for the kids and I if it looks like it holds up well.
There you go. Very cool. All right, so that's all the new game releases for the last 2 weeks. Now, we do have a couple of news stories that we're going to touch on. The first one being that this past week, not this week, but the previous week, on May 22nd, was the 35th anniversary of one of the most popular video games of all time, the original Pac-Man. Now, May 22nd signifies the anniversary of the release in Japan. It was actually released in October in the United States. I know I played a ton of hours on multiple platforms. I'm sure you guys did the same.
Oh, let me tell you something. October 1980, it was all down. It was all over from there. I got hooked. Pac-Man was the game that got me into this shit. I mean,
I wasn't alive, but I did play some Pac-Man as a kid in the arcade.
God, you know,
they had arcades when you were a kid still, Tuttle?
Yeah, we Celebration Station, Chuck E. Cheese. Had some birthday parties there.
Okay. I remember going to arcades in the mall. You remember that, Johnny?
Oh God, yes. We had two of them. We had two great arcades.
You'd have to put your quarter up there for next.
Yeah, one was just a pure arcade. The other one was a hot dog joint that you could get hot dogs and lunch and shit. It was awesome.
Okay.
W.C. Frank's. I don't know if anybody else ever had a W.C. Frank's in their area, but I will tell you what, if I had the money now that I spent on Pac-Man, I could buy that damn car in the background on Tuttle's wall there.
It's sexy, ain't it? I wish I could.
Yeah, is that a Mustang? Somebody was asking. Is that a Mustang?
Yeah, it's 05 GT500. First year they made them.
It's a Stang. There you go. There you go, Maui. That is a Stang.
Wow.
But Pac-Man, that was just the shit. That was.
Oh yeah.
God, I love that. I even played the crap out of the crappy Atari port.
Oh, in the 2600?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Who didn't? Come on. Absolutely.
But I'll tell you what, I was glad when Ms. Pac-Man came along, because that was a hell of a lot better job. They did a lot better with the Ms. Pac-Man port.
Did y'all ever see the Netflix or the documentary about Pac-Man going for a world record? I forgot what they called it.
No. It wasn't King of Kong, was it? No, that was Donkey Kong.
Oh,
no, that was.
Yeah, I made a mistake. It's not Pac-Man. It was King of Kong.
Oh, okay. It was King of Kong. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, with Billy Mitchell and Steve Wiebe. Yeah, that was. That's a neat.
Yeah.
It's a neat doc.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. It's a good watch.
Highly recommended, even though I've heard it's not entirely accurate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard there's some inaccuracies. Some that were there at the time claim, you know, they might have been doctored a little bit to make Billy look a little more of a dick than he really was. Or
they have to make TV interesting. Who's going to watch it if it's freaking boring?
You know, I think Billy's a showman. So I don't think he's quite the douche that he portrays, but I think he likes to play the persona a touch. He doesn't mind being a total victim sometimes, just to keep things, keep the arcade gaming in the spotlight.
Could be. Could very
That ain't
well
bad.
be. I mean, a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of people, like older players like you and me, Johnny, not so much you, Tuttle, because you're a young buck.
Good word. I
Pac-Man
like
was,
that.
yeah, I'm sure you would. Yeah. Pac-Man was almost like a gateway drug to gaming. Would you agree with that statement, Johnny?
Oh God, I think that's being light. It was. Oh my!
I mean,
it was
Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. I mean, that was the stuff that we started with, and then it just all
They wrote a damn
escalated from
song
there.
about the game.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing Pac-Man and Donkey Kong on my Game Boy back when I was a kid, so I had a few experiences with that.
And
They wrote a
and
cheesy ass song on the
Namco,
game. I mean,
and Namco. Let's be realistic. Namco merchandised the crap out of Pac. I mean, they had they had the cartoon, they had the cereal. I mean, you name it, they pretty much had it. So
They're going to be featured in a movie coming up this year.
Pixel, Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Pixel.
Yep, I saw that.
Tyrion
Absolutely.
Lannister, Peter Dinklage.
I saw that absolutely.
The Dinklebot.
Yeah.
I'll be in line
great
to watch
game.
that. It's retro. Looks fun.
Definitely a great game. And like I said, happy 35th anniversary to Pac-Man. Although it was the Japanese version, still,
well, the
we have to
original
cover it.
release, yeah.
Of the original, yes,
In
absolutely. Because
October, we have another 35th anniversary, and that was when we all got hooked.
right here in the U.S. Yep,
Yes,
absolutely. So, in addition to the 35th anniversary of Pac-Man, there was also the Battlefield 4 Spring Patch, which released recently. It was talking about how there are 5 new weapons. I don't know how many people are still playing Battlefield 4. I know we still probably have some players that are still playing it on both sides. Tuttle, are there still guys on the PS4 side that are playing Battlefield 4 still?
Clown plays it.
Okay.
And I see Assassin on it every once in a while as well.
Okay. But obviously the numbers
it's dying.
Dwindled down. Yeah, absolutely. So
I guess that's
looks
kind
like
of reason why aren't they all new stuff coming out in the future is going to be free for everyone?
Really?
I thought I read something like that.
I think they're doing, I think is that, because I mean, let's face it, Battlefield 4 is getting about end of life. You've got Hardline, which really didn't take off, but I don't see Battlefront having that problem. And I think when Battlefront comes out, that's going to really pull away from the Battlefield crowd. And about every other crowd out there.
They have to prolong Battlefield 4 because with Battlefront coming out, there's not going to be a Battlefield 5 for at least 2 more years, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And it shouldn't be because, I mean, like we said in previous podcasts, just think about all the patches that they had to put out there to make it the game that it should have been out of the box. So,
well, now you guys say that, but I've heard that they are looking at a 3-year cycle again, for Battlefield or for the Battlefield family, which is now, Hardline, Battlefield, and Battlefront.
Who's going to develop it?
Well, that's a good question. But I mean, there was some word going around that they were talking Battlefield as the holiday 2016 title. Now, this was what was floating around last year at E3, so maybe some new rumors going to float around here in the next few weeks.
Could very well
in
be.
regards to that. But I know they were talking like Hardline. Of course, I think at the time that was also when Hardline was supposed to be out last fall. So they were talking it was going to be like Hardline, Battlefront, and then 2016 was going to be Battlefield. Maybe Hardline's delay and subsequent reception throws out of whack a little bit. I don't know.
Well, only DICE is Battlefield because you play Hardline. It's too COD-like. That's why it died, because people go to Battlefield to get away from COD. And you look at what it is now. It's just like COD. Quick, twitch, reflex gameplay. Nobody wants to do that when you play Battlefield.
Well, that was a $60 expansion.
Yeah, it wasn't even a graphical update at all.
No, the graphical update will come with Battlefront. Getting photobombed by the cat.
Are they still using the Frostbite engine?
I think so.
As far as I'm aware, the best of my knowledge, yeah.
Don't they have an updated Frostbite engine for this? Is this Frostbite 4?
I think so, yes. That's correct. So, okay. I mean, from what I'm reading here, or from what I'm seeing here, excuse me, that there are 5 new weapons coming out with the spring patch. There's a new fan favorite assault rifle, and it says it's picked based on its unique burst of gameplay and massive fan desirability. There's a new carbine, a new PDW, a new sidearm, and a new LMG that are all going to be coming out in the spring patch. In addition, there's going to be full weapons balance pass. Basically, they said that they're going to revamp the damage, fall off, and suppression model. And in that pass, they've touched every single weapon in the game and how they play. And they said that their goal is to create distinct roles for the weapon classes and award the skill of the player through increased recoil and by bringing back the 2-bullet headshot. They're also bringing back the return of Gunmaster, where it's kind of like a Battlefield 3 close quarters where it's like a team deathmatch game. So the twist is that you don't get to choose the weapons used. So you swap weapons every time you get 2 consecutive kills on an opponent, and whoever is the first player to get a kill with the final weapon wins. So sounds kind of interesting. In addition, they're also doing PC stability and netcode updates. So for those of you who do play Battlefield 4 on PC, I don't know if we have any, but that's going to be built into there. So that's pretty much everything that's going to be coming in the Battlefield 4 spring patch. In addition, there's also been news that the first DLC for Battlefield Hardline, again, I don't know how many people are still playing it. I never picked it up. So there's going to be 4 new maps and more that's going to be added in the first DLC for Battlefield Hardline. I know, Johnny, you have Battlefield Hard and a new game mode. Yes. I know you have it, Johnny. Yeah. Tuttle, do you have it? And are you guys going to be picking up this DLC?
I'll pick it up if people in the class start playing it again, but
okay.
I kind of migrate to wherever people are. I don't want to play alone.
I don't blame you. That's why we're in the clan in the first place, is to play, to play with others and not have to put up with the kids. Mm-hmm. I still have it. I think it's going to be one of those I pick up every now and then type of games, especially as Elder Scrolls comes out. I'm playing a little more Destiny here and there, or trying to get into Destiny a little bit more with the new stuff and getting, as we get towards the fall expansion. I just I don't see that one as a game that's anything beyond, pick up here and there, a Friday night when I've been drinking heavy or something.
And the funny thing is that they have 3 other, in addition to this one, the name of this DLC is going to be called Criminal Activity. They have, in addition to this one, there's 3 other DLCs planned. One for summer of this year, one for fall of this year, and one for early 2016. So doesn't look like Battlefield Hardline is going anywhere anytime soon.
So Criminal Activity, is that going to be kind of a crossover DLC with FIFA?
Speaking of FIFA,
FIFA 16.
You like that segue?
I was like, that's your cue, Tuttle.
You set him up, I knock him down.
I was like, that's your cue, Tuttle.
And FIFA's been in the news of late, today. FIFA 16, which is probably one of the best sports games you can get on a yearly basis, is actually involving the women's national teams this year. You're going to be able to play as women. And I know I can't wait, because I love me some Alex Morgan and Hope Solo as well. They are the most beautiful women in the world, athlete-wise.
Grex will be happy.
Does Hope Solo come with the domestic assault DLC?
Oh,
she can beat me every night if she has to.
Oh,
I'm not saying that's a bad thing necessarily, but
you can take that 2 different ways. But
those complaints, please contact Lala Calamari at www.grimreapergamers.com.
There you go.
Make his day interesting.
Yeah, and then some. So,
we'll see
was there any other FIFA news that you said you were gonna Tuttle?
No, I saw the trailer today, and it featured.
Yeah, they didn't really mention much besides the addition. What is it? 12 teams? 12, 14?
I think so. Yeah,
including the women's national.
It showed the French team, the American team, the Brazilian team, German team. The best teams in the world. It doesn't show. They probably have some no-name teams we're never going to think about coming in as well.
And to segue from video games to the real thing, the Women's World Cup starts, what did we say, June 11th?
6th.
Thank you, Didge. Super producer extraordinaire on the job. So
next Saturday.
Yeah, Didge, do you know where it is located?
It's in Canada, Vancouver, I think.
That's right. That's right.
Wow. America North.
Maybe Beers will actually go to one of those matches. I don't know if he's into soccer or not. So, but
I didn't know
so
Canada was in
what was
soccer.
that?
I didn't know Canada had a soccer team at all.
Oh.
Lala says you're fired, Disney, if he gets a complaint for my comments.
What?
Disney, you get fired every day. I wouldn't worry
I was
about
going
it.
to say, yeah, I was like, it's an everyday occurrence for me. So, okay.
Yeah.
So, I think that pretty much covers all the gaming news, unless you guys have anything else you want to add to this section.
No, I think.
Did y'all see the
something you got
Kickstarter for the this new horror game? You're playing as a blind person. You're going to be using echolocation, kind of like how
The
Batman
BioWare
does. As I forgot the name of it. It was on Reddit yesterday. I'm unprepared. I'm a dumbass.
Let's see.
But-
That was
I don't know
I
how
think
to
there's
use
a
Reddit. So.
Kickstarter for it.
It's going to be a console game or a PC game?
It's going to be PC first, and they're hoping to develop console versions later.
Okay.
actually no name hasn't been given out yet. They haven't given a name yet. It's
No
just no. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on.
Yes, Lala. I mean, fucking Daredevil.
No, I don't know if there was a game. You know what? I can't find it. We'll have to.
And they
We'll
announced
touch
the
on that
release
in
date
2
to
weeks.
Until Dawn yesterday as well, I believe.
August 25th. Yeah, horror piece. PS4 horror game. Until
it seems,
Dawn. It's
It seems like they're trying to go down the ways of Heavy Rain. I don't know if anybody ever played that, which is a great game.
loved it.
Choices
Didn't play
and
it.
not much actual gameplay, but just really story driven, which a lot of people enjoy that. I'll probably pick it up.
Cool. And
Yeah, that's one of my.
And as we said last week on the last show, that the release date for Rainbow Six Siege was announced October 13th. In addition to that, they also announced upgraded versions where you can get DLC. And unlike Call of Duty, who's Activision's a bunch of whores, they're not charging an arm and a leg for their upgraded version. I think to get the upgraded version with the DLC, I think it's only like $79.99. So it's only like $10 more, or it's either $79.99 or $89.99, but not a tremendous amount of money. So I already have my pre-order down for Rainbow Six Siege. I'm seriously considering upgrading it to get the DLC.
I'm looking forward to it, but I don't trust Ubisoft at all anymore, especially after Watch Dogs and how they ruined the Splinter Cell series with that last game that came out.
Watch Dogs
See it
was
before I buy it.
bad.
And they hyped it up so much.
Yeah, they did.
dropped
Well,
the ball there.
it's the same thing that Microsoft did with like we've said before with Titanfall. They hyped it, and it underdelivered, overhyped and underdelivered. Same thing with Watch Dogs. I think it was overhyped and underdelivered. So
I think
when you
kind
have
of the whole gen has kind of been summed up by that. You know, everything's been kind of, there's been a ton of hype, and it's at the very least, even the games that eventually deliver take a while.
Can you name a game that lived up to the hype for this generation of games?
out of the box,
Nope.
no.
I mean, I would say Bloodborne, but there wasn't much hype for Bloodborne. It just kind of came under the radar.
Yeah, I know that a guy that I work with who's a new member of the clan. He has both Xbox One and PS4, and he tells me all the time, "You got to get a PS4. You got to get a PS4. You got to play Bloodborne." Maybe eventually I will pick one up, and with the reduced price. But yeah, I hear that. But again, I didn't hear a lot of hype for that, so it's not one of those things that was hyped. Like they were hyping like The Order.
That sucked. I mean, the story
I heard it was only.
good.
I was gonna say I heard it was only like a 6-hour campaign. So
Yeah, that was the big problem.
They tried to tell story like The Last of Us and just fell flat on their face.
so
But
again,
it did set up for the ending did set up for a sequel,
second
which
one?
of course we're going to get.
Right.
Because it sold well.
right. But the
Yeah.
problem is overhype doesn't always equal over deliver. That, and we all know that as gamers, that you could hype the hell out of something, but it doesn't mean that it's going to deliver and give what we want. So
Well, gamers are a
Well-
fickle bunch.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm really hoping that Rainbow Six delivers.
Absolutely,
because
just like the same way
date-
we're hoping that Star Wars Battlefront delivers.
But the big thing is, and I'm going to segue here just a moment to kind of preview something we're going to talk about a little later on. The big thing is, that mid-October date is probably the first release that's gonna be accommodating the Extra Life Marathon well, and that's something that the Grim Reaper gamers are participating in. Is Extra Life, the gaming charity for Children's Miracle Network? We will talk a little bit later as we do our clan hype shit. We'll be talking about that a little more, but I thought I'd just kind of sneak that in. And Diz, I told you I was going to sneak in a little bit about
That's fine. That's fine.
Extra Life going into.
Alpha just mentioned something on chat. If you don't mind me interrupting,
Go for it.
Go in.
Bloodborne
Jump in.
and The Order 1886 are on sale for on PSN Network. I think they're $46.99 now. They're having a sale for those certain 3 games. The third game. What's the third game, Alpha? Do you remember?
Yeah, what was it? It was. Are
those disc-based versions or are those download-based versions of the game?
Digital download versions.
Digital. It's off their digital store.
Okay.
It's like
Bloodborne's on
20.
sale
It's
at
like
Target
30.
for
20% off or something.
$39.99 right now.
Yeah, I'm about ready to pull the trigger on it for that sale. Or
If I had a PS4, I would definitely get that. Games like The Order, Bloodborne, and I love baseball, so obviously MLB The Show. I had it on
that's
a
good shit right there.
I had it on a PSP. I loved it. I played the hell out of it. So if I had a Vita, I'd probably have it on Vita. But yeah, those
and
things,
that's one of 2 good baseball games on the PS4. But one of those games is going to be hitting Xbox and Steam as well. Super Mega Baseball, which is kind of a cross between the old baseball stars, and I don't know if you guys remember from Nintendo from the Nintendo days, Dusty Diamond Softball.
vaguely.
Kind of a,
Do they have the license to use the real MLB logos?
No,
and
it's
names?
arcade.
No. So
it's arcade.
So it's all made up stuff.
Right, made up stuff. And when the game releases for the Xbox One and Steam, PS4 users are going to get free DLC with the extra innings package.
Okay.
The extra innings DLC, which looks pretty cool. Got some new stadiums, some new features and stuff. So
also, since we're talking about sports games, since our last cast, Madden 16 was announced and it showed its first reveal trailer. I don't know if any of y'all care about Madden. I mean,
I'm done with that.
yeah, I don't mind Madden, but I haven't gotten
hate
around
Madden.
to watching that trailer yet either. So
I picked up every year. I say I'm not going to pick it up, and every year I wind up picking it up because digital or somebody will say, "Oh, we'll start an online league." I'll wind up stupidly going to pick it up, and then I'll play it like once or twice, and then it just sits there and collects dust.
hey, we tend to get into the 3rd week of preseason.
They're focusing on, like they focus on every year, updated physics to be more lifelike, and I'm waiting for a new fucking engine. Those graphics are so dated, man. It looks the same when I was 15 years old, freaking 10 years ago.
We need a new Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, God.
What we need is a new NFL Street or Blitz, NFL Blitz. That was fun.
No,
See,
what
I
we need is
see.
for EA to
I
release
dated
a
myself
license
compared
so
to
other
Captain
players-
Tinder there with the Tecmo Bowl reference. So,
NES, baby. No, what we need is EA to give up the NFL rights so that way other people can put out games with
You
the
remember
official.
when ESPN come out with?
I loved that game. That was my favorite football game. Loved it.
And it was so good. It was
$20.
Exactly.
$20.
it was good. It was flawed, but it was better. It was better than the competition. It was better than Madden.
I enjoyed it.
Better than Madden. It was better than what was the Xbox game it was called? And if I can't remember the name.
Oh,
of
the
it.
one with Peyton Manning on the cover.
Yeah, that one.
I can't remember the name of
That
it.
was what NFL Fever.
NFL
Game
Fever. NFL
Fever,
Fever.
that's right.
Yeah. It was better
Guys,
than
I
that.
could have written a better football game than NFL Fever.
Jeez
The
Louise.
ESPN version, I just enjoyed it because I could see Susie Colbert in my little house, and I was in love with Susie Colbert.
Hiya, Susie.
Too funny.
Shout
Can't
out to
blame
Susie.
Joe Namath on that one.
Yeah, no way.
I
Absolutely
want to
not.
kiss you. He went to rehab after that.
Wonder why.
He was a drunk.
Quitter.
All right.
I remember because that was a Colts Jets game, and my Colts were getting their ass whipped that night.
Yeah, I remember watching that and I'm thinking to myself, that was one of those, did that just happen moments?
I remember that game all too well. All right, so then we got anything else for gaming news, or are we good to move on?
No, I think we'll move on. That, or do you? Okay, Tuttle.
I'll save that. I'll save that for later.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us to what the clan is playing. Baseball season's starting up for me, so I'm just starting to get back into the swing of things and getting down to a schedule. So I know I'm going to be jumping into some Destiny later tonight, hopefully.
Jesus Christ, that game.
I think that's the third time you've said that tonight, isn't it, Tuttle?
It's bad. I hate it so much, but it's on my freaking TV right now.
It's like that. It's like that one gal you just can't give up because she's so fun in the sack, but you know she's just bad for you.
You don't want to show her in public.
You said guy.
What'd you say, Didge?
He said
No,
guy.
I said gal. No, I said gal. I said gal.
We're going to have to rewind and find out.
Because I was apparently born in the 40s, I said gal. You know, it's about that, like that gal, you see?
Too funny. Too funny. Yeah, so I know we have a lot of people still playing
Also
Destiny.
my
Third beer. So we still have a lot of people playing Destiny, especially with the House of Wolves release on both sites. Like we said before, the grind never ends. So I know people are still playing PvP, PvE. So
they made the grind easier with House of Wolves.
Yeah, I'm probably not ever going to go back to it. I'm probably going to trade it in to get Tiso. So because all you guys convinced me to pick up. Yeah,
I'm going to have to buy it because everybody's going to play it, and I'm not going to play Destiny by myself.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I think so
what Tuttle is saying is he doesn't want to play with himself.
Doesn't he do that on a regular basis though to begin with?
Every day, you're good for prostate health.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, then in that case, my prostate is going to outlive me.
Too funny. So besides Destiny with the House of Wolves, obviously some of us are still playing Call of Duty. Me being one of them.
You're still all over that. You're our flag bearer for Call of Duty.
Well, beers too. Don't forget beers. So
yeah, beers. I know I can find you guys if I'm up for that game.
Absolutely.
I know. I'm kind of brainstorming right now, but they did announce a Bloodborne expansion this week for later this year. No release dates or names have come out yet, but.
That just pop up? I haven't even seen that.
It was on Reddit. The creator of the game put out a tweet earlier this week, and he just said it's coming later this year. There's no announcement. We'll probably see some at E3.
I'm sure my friend from work will be happy about that because he loves that game.
By the way, a quick plug, since you mentioned E3, a quick plug for our show in 2 weeks. That show will be our E3 extravaganza.
All about E3. All about
E3.
About E3. The following week, the 14th, 16th through the 18th is E3 in Los Angeles. So 6/11, you will be sick of hearing us talk about E3 by the time that show ends. I guarantee you.
Shit up.
Oh, absolutely.
That's like Christmas.
Absolutely.
I hope
that's
we
like
get
gamers' Christmas right there.
Oh, yes.
Some first-party titles because both consoles are really slacking on first-party titles since they're in their early lifespan.
Well, I can tell you right now.
Did you see where the one of the guys from PS4 said, or from PlayStation said that PlayStation was going to be light on first party and stressing third party?
That's why I mentioned that. That's why I just mentioned. I read it today on Reddit, and PS4 has this slogan for gamers by gamers, and their first party studios where they work. We got God of War, a new God of War. We got a new Uncharted, but we need new IPs, and neither system is making new IPs, and it's going to get stale.
Any word about a new Killzone on the PlayStation 4?
There's got to be. I mean, that series is so popular. I mean, I played Shadowfall.
Nothing I've heard, but I love that series.
Or what about Uncharted? Oh, you said Uncharted?
Uncharted 4, yeah, it's going to be Q1
next
2016.
Year,
so that could be. That's usually around March.
Okay.
We'll probably see gameplay on that in E3.
And Microsoft's going to hype the shit out of Halo 5 Guardians because that's their big FPS.
And damn well Gears of War is going to be.
I should say first party. So unless Gears of War is just a remaster. While I'm a Gears whore, I love Gears. I'm going to be all over it. I want to see like Gunny said 2 podcasts ago. I want to see stuff on the next Gears of War that Rod Ferguson is working on. While I'm excited about the Gears reboot, not reboot. I'm sorry, the remastered version of it. I definitely want to see a new one. I want to see new characters, new worlds, new weapons, new all that stuff. So
as long as they bring back the Coltrane, I'm happy because I love me some Coltrane.
Well, Coltrane will be in the one
grain.
that's coming out, so you'll be able to get the Gears remastered. So that way he'll be in that. So
but am I the only one that's just over the remasters? I am so sick of this remaster shit. We are almost 2 years into the generation, and we're still getting remasters.
The only remaster that I still play to this day is The Last of Us, because it's one of the best games ever made.
Well, and I need to play that one because I intentionally skipped the PS3 version because PS4 was coming close, and I decided, what, I'm gonna kind of roll the dice and see if they do remaster that one because it was pretty close. And obviously they did. So
I specifically bought a PS3 just to get The Last of Us, and I unfortunately didn't finish it.
I was an Xbox guy, bought a PS3 for The Last of Us.
But I bought mine at the end of the PS3 life cycle. I bought mine 3 months before the PlayStation 4 came out.
I bought mine about 6 months before PS4 came out, and I guess it kind of pushed me on to get a PS4 instead of an Xbox.
Okay. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll have some more information about all that stuff coming up in E3 in a couple weeks. So
by the way, quick shout out to our chat on on the Twitch channel. We've got at least a dozen outside of us. We got 16 or so on the chat total. Nice. And I know all 4 of us, including super producer Digital Ciphers, is on the chat.
They came to see me. I'm not gonna lie to you about it.
Look at that shit, man. Tuttle, I think we're heavy on the views, man.
I was gonna say, I think we're heavy on the PS4 representation tonight. So not that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying. So.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We got a good, solid PS4 community. I'm
absolutely.
impressed.
I agree. Absolutely. So
see,
no
Gunny
complaints.
was talking how Allie was bringing the most viewers. I was thinking in the back of my mind, I was like, wait till I get on. They say this pretty face, they're gonna be glued to the TV.
Good Lord.
We'll bring on Allie and Tuttle one time, and we'll
blow up the internet.
We're gonna break the internet. Fuck you, Kardashian.
Yeah. Ooh.
We'll put
Alpha
on a
Mac,
Georgie
take your shirt off. I'm scared to see who he wants. All right, Alpha, I'll accommodate you, man.
Oh wait, I'm covering my camera.
They made me sign a contract, Alpha. I can't take any clothes off or kicking me out of a clan.
Look at this shit. Oh my God. Alpha, take your shirt off. Sam, I was promised nudity. Nuke. Show us your tits. Okay. All right. The public speaks.
Alpha just called me a baby face. I mean, I just shaved. Come on. Give me a break.
Too funny.
Oh God. We got a rowdy chat going on.
How the hell do we go back to what's the clan playing from this? Seriously, like how do we go back to that? So how do we segue?
I'm playing a little bit.
Oh.
He's there.
Oh my God. Oh, Emily. Who's Emily?
My latest Tinder squeeze.
Oh.
Sick.
Now, which is that? That's what? Swipe right?
Swipe right. See?
Okay.
It's a refined method. You just open it up and just go.
I was gonna say, okay, so is right now swiping right? That's the yes. I'm horny. Okay, swipe left is you need Jenny Craig.
Yeah, exactly. But it's more it's like quantity over quality. So you go for mass numbers, it gives your odds a better chance.
All right. I'm gonna segue us out of this. So
I think you mentioned Witcher 3 is, you've got some people playing Witcher 3.
And still some people playing Neverwinter Online as well. So on the Xbox One.
Witcher's fun. Like I said, Witcher's a blast if it doesn't crap out on you or blow up your saves. That's the thing I'm hearing from some of my friends on Xbox.
Well, I think one of the cool things about The Witcher, and I'm sure Didge can comment about this a lot more, is that for once, like he put in his post, a company's putting the gamer instead of themselves with the 17 pieces of content that they're giving away for free. Right, Didge?
Yeah, that's correct.
So kudos to them for actually thinking of the gamers for once instead of their own pockets and giving away all that content. Whether it's small little piddly stuff, it doesn't really matter. They're actually giving it away for free, which in this day and age is almost unheralded and unheard of. So good for them. Okay, so we're going to move on to community night recaps unless you guys have anything else to add. What's the clan playing?
Well, I have plenty to add to things, but Lala's telling us to speed up here, so I told him to settle down.
There you go. So good. Then
Savor
go
it,
ahead.
Lala. Savor it. Enjoy it.
Ooh.
Shit's like a fine wine, Lala. Gotta let it brew.
And I just got booted. So, okay. Is that 2 or 3 tonight? I lost count. So
What? You got another boot?
Yeah, I got another boot. Yeah.
Oh, I was asking how many beers I've drank. I wonder.
No. I said, and I just got booted. So I said, I don't know if that's 2 or 3. So.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. So moving on to community night recaps. We had Destiny, like we said, the Prison of Elders and the Trials of Osiris. Either you want to comment on that?
Fuck the Trials of Osiris. Nothing but tryhards. I played maybe 2 rounds. The first round we won 2 or 3 games, I believe. And the second round, straight sweep, 3 losses, you're done.
Damn.
And I'm a level 34. I should be able to compete. And I have good PvP weapons, but no. I just want that, because if you get 9-0, you go to Mercury, you can go to open this really nice loot chest and you get some good stuff, but it's not for me. GRG, we need to practice our game, PS4 side. We're not good enough.
Which is odd because in the last podcast with the previous clan war on Destiny, we finished in the top 10% of all clans. So that's a little surprising to hear. So.
Yeah, because I think Crucible is really casual.
Okay.
And Trials of Osiris is really for the hardcore. And I'm a PoE guy. I enjoy PoE more than I do PvP and Destiny. But yeah, it's not casual. And we're all casual. We're too drunk or high, some of the PS4 guys, to even focus on shooting somebody.
Gotcha. All right. So in addition to the Destiny stuff, we also had Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Seems like since Hawk's plea has gone out in the forums, we've had more players on a regular basis for the community nights, which is fun. Instead of going out there and stomping against Timmy, we're shooting each other in the face, talking the shit, kind of like the old days, excuse me. And it was a lot of fun. Also, speaking of Call of Duty, we want to recap the most recent clan war and kudos, both Xbox One and PlayStation 4 side kicked some serious ass. From what I understand from RTuttle, that it looks like PlayStation did both. PlayStation did what Xbox did as well, which was dominate the map from the get-go. And I can only speak for Xbox side. The only mode we didn't capture is Uplink because none of us like to play it. Did that happen with you guys, RTuttle?
Uplink, yeah. Round of applause for Allie. She had like 90 wins.
Damn.
And,
good for her.
Crid Kid had a lot of wins as well. But yeah, we had some guys that usually play Destiny migrate over to Call of Duty just to play. And I tried to go play, but Allie lowered the roster and I wasn't active. So
so your stats wouldn't have counted towards the clan war.
But we won. I think it was like 303 to 213. It was a slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had
Allie.
the same thing. Yeah, I mean, she did work obviously, but Xbox One side did well, awesome as well. I think like we had 263 points, and same thing. I think the second place team had like 13 points. So, kudos to both sides. So, from there, I think we're going to segue finally into our member spotlight this week. So,
joy.
Yep. So, RTuttle, you know how this thing works. You've seen how it goes down before. So
I do.
We're going to have some questions you know about and some you don't. So, all right, let's get this thing started. So starting with question number 1. Gamer tags / PSN IDs almost always tell us something about their owners. Tell us about yours.
Well, my tag is RTuttle86, and the R stands for Ryan, which is my first name, and Tuttle, which is my last, and 86 was my football number in high school. So, and I'm not really creative enough to think of something catchy. So that's what I made.
Okay.
It's the same for Xbox and PSN.
Pretty much straightforward. I thought you were going to say 86 was the year you were born. So I was going to say, because then I hate you. Well, then I still hate you because that was the year I graduated high school. So
I was born in 90.
You suck. Okay.
I graduated high school in 90.
I graduated high school in 1986. So both of you can
God,
kiss
you're
my
old.
lily white rear end. Okay. Yes, I am. I'm going to be 47 in July. So, okay. Although I think there are a couple people who are older than me, but I digress.
God, Disney's a Walking Dead gamer. He's not a Grim Reaper gamer.
Yeah, Dead Man Walking. The story of my life. So how long you been gaming, Tuttle?
Since almost 20 years. I started gaming when I was about 5. Game Boys, and I was really big into NASCAR. So I had a steering wheel for my PC, and I'd play NASCAR games. And I had a ritual every Sunday. I would race the track that the actual racers were racing at, and I'd run the entire race.
That's pretty cool.
Every morning before then, I'd go watch it. I couldn't get enough.
That's very cool. I happen to be a huge NASCAR fan myself, and my favorite driver has a huge driving setup in his home in Kannapolis.
Kannapolis, that's Parley Jr.
That is Junior. That's correct. I'm a proud member of Junior Nation.
That's only about 45 minutes from me.
Nice. Very nice. Yes.
Kevin Harvick lives probably 20 minutes from me. And I
hate Kevin Harvick. Hate him with a passion.
Hell, I live 20 minutes from you.
Yeah.
There you go. Two good old boys living close to each other. So, assuming that you're not a professional gamer, what's your day job?
Right now, I'm just counting the time until I start my new job in 3 weeks. I'm going to be a resource technician. I pretty much manage supplies coming in and product going out. I'm sitting at a comfy desk chair all day. I start June the 16th, which is on a Tuesday.
Very cool. Congratulations. And on a side note, it looks like Gunny is looking for some PlayStation representation at the Glory Hole. So any objections to being on rotation?
I want to be number 1.
Ooh. He wants to be bottom bitch. Wow. He's just going
Look at that
right
shit.
to the top.
Ambition.
Damn. He just dropped the mic and walked off stage. Nice. Very nice. All right. We'll have to talk to the man himself and see what we can do. Maybe he can pull a few strings for you.
All right.
Besides gaming, what other hobbies do you enjoy?
Well, golf is one of my serious lows in life. Drinking is probably a second love.
Don't those two go hand in hand?
They do. You can't play without it. But my main hobby is golf. I don't really have many other hobbies. I don't know. I like to build stuff and take stuff apart and see how things work.
Does it always work the same way after you take it apart and put it back together that it did before?
I had a bad experience last week. I spilled beer on my PlayStation 4 controller, and it just made the buttons all sticky. So I took it apart, and I wasn't gentle enough, and I cut. It uses those ribbons to connect, and I pulled one apart. So I had to go buy a new controller.
Wah wah. Okay.
Okay. From chat, Maui Police asks, as far as hobbies go, what about Tinder?
Tinder is not a hobby. It's a life.
Son of a bitch!
I got this.
You guys are gonna kill me tonight. I swear to God, that's the second time you almost made me choke on my soda.
And Maui said I thought I was starting to feel good, and he's right. I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. Takes away the nerves. Okay.
Buzz.
There you go. Buzz is kicking in. So moving on. Do you remember the first video game you played, and what's your fondest memory of it?
First video game I played. It was Super Mario on one of those old, the first generation Game Boys, those big fat things. It was Mario. I got it for Christmas one year, and that just put me in love. And that same year, I don't know if y'all remember this. It was a horrible console, Sega Saturn.
Didn't last very long. Yes, I
I
remember.
had one.
I had a Sega.
Did you really?
I did, and you know what I did? I bought a region unlocked one to play Fire Pro Wrestling, the Japanese version.
I've played that. That was a good game. Damn. Yeah,
I played
Saturn.
Sonic, and I never beat that damn game. And I wish I could find that thing so I can go beat it.
Damn. You could probably find it somewhere on some retro way. Yeah, I bet you it's on Steam. I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
bet I could get an emulator, but I actually have the console in my attic, I think.
Do you really?
Hmm?
Wow. Pretty cool. Oh, sorry, hit the mic. Okay. If some evil spell allowed you to play only a single game for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
That's really no question. It would be BioShock, the first one. Why?
Nice.
Because I love the atmosphere. I really love the idea of it. Andrew Ryan's idea of no morality and no gods or kings, only man, where you use science and intelligence to move up in society to be the best. It's a beautiful type of dystopia. I really enjoy that kind of thing.
That was a great game. I love playing that on the 360. Loved it.
It was probably the first game that I actually had my jaw open. Spoiler alert, but the twist when you find out that Atlas is actually Fontaine, and you find out you're actually a slave, and when he's like, a man chooses but a slave obeys, that blew my world. It was amazing.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't think you have to worry about spoiler alert because the statute of limitations on that game ran out a long time ago. I think it came out in 2008. So
yeah,
I don't think you have to worry about it. Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about spoiler alerts on there. So
something like that.
Yeah, it was definitely way back in the day. So it's been at least 8 years. So you're good. Are there any games that you regret putting on your gamer tag or PSN ID?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Recently.
Mortal Kombat X?
Yes.
Really? Why so?
I bought it to play with Audible and the Clan guys, and it's the first fighting game I've ever bought, ever really been into, and didn't really like it.
Really?
Mostly because I got my ass beat every freaking night.
Okay. So there wasn't anything really wrong with the game. It's just that you were just getting your rear ended handed to you.
Yeah, and I'm a sore loser. I like to win. So
don't we all? Don't we all? Okay. I don't know if this has been covered yet, but what upcoming video game are you most looking forward to?
Honestly,
if you had to pick just one.
Just one?
I mean, you can ramble off a couple, but
The Division.
Okay.
For just one. And when it comes down to one or two more, whatever Naughty Dog puts out after Uncharted 4, I know it's going to be Last of Us sequel.
Okay. Cool. All right. Coming into the home stretch, you're doing good. If you found yourself dropped into a video game, which video game character would you most want to have your back?
That's easy. The Coal Train, baby. Bring it on. I mean, come on. He's the man.
You ain't gonna get an argument here, man. Like I said, I'm a Gears horse. So
you know the guy that made those what was it? Terry Tate, Office linebacker. That's the guy that voiced the Coal Train.
Yes, and didn't the Johnny? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he recently pass away?
Nuh-uh.
Didn't he? I thought he did.
Johnny is
Terry
AFK.
Tate? Oh, Johnny's AFK. Didge, do you happen to know that?
No, I don't know.
I could have sworn I saw. I'm sure if I'm wrong, chat will correct me. But I could have sworn that I recently saw that he might have passed. I could be wrong, so we'll digress and move on. What's your favorite PSN moment? Whether it's a single player campaign that you finished, a multiplayer kill, whatever it may be. Does anything come to mind?
For solo, I would say finally beating The Last of Us on grounded mode. But when it comes to as my tenure here in GRG, I would say Getting that trophy for beating a raid with all clan members, that was pretty cool. Really cool.
Cool. Very cool. Okay. What's something that the members, I'm shuddering to ask this question. What's something the members of GRG don't know about you?
Oh boy.
Is this possible for those of us in site chat?
This G-rated. I have a Beanie Baby collection.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay. I don't know how to respond to that, so I'll just leave it alone and move on. So,
Would you have any idea?
no, from some of the things that I've seen you type, no, that would have never crossed my mind. That would have been the furthest thing that I would ever thought of. But
did not see that one coming.
No, then again, yeah, okay. It's completely out of left field. So, okay. So, of the scripted questions, I'm going to say to you, any final thoughts? Anything you want to say? Go ahead, throw it on out there. The floor is all yours. It's an open forum.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of y'all give me some kind of persona that I'm such a special snowflake, and I'm pretty much a normal person. I just like to. I think I get a little too crazy on the site chat, and y'all think I'm something like a prude, but I'm pretty much a normal guy.
Oh no, we don't think you're a prude. You get a little crazy on side chat. That's all right.
All right. So that's all the scripted questions that I have. So I do have 3 that I came up with that are off script to try and throw you off your game a little bit. So you've mentioned in site chat you're a North Carolina boy, and that you're a big New York Yankees fan. So my question to you is, being a good old boy from the South, how can you like the Yankees? I thought it was an unwritten rule that you have to hate us Northerners.
It's passed out in my family. My grandfather was a Yankees fan. My dad's a Yankees fan. I grew up with not really having a choice. So it's either you're a Yankees fan or you're not.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I would have put money down at Braves or something like that, but hey, more power to you. Hey, believe me, I know what it's like to be a fan of an out-of-state team. I get shit from it all the time, especially from Lala. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan living in New York, so I can't tell you what it's like to have to deal with that, and especially with this group, because there's a lot of haters of the Cowboys, and to which I say anybody who doesn't like the Cowboys, suck it. So
speaking of the Cowboys, funny story about the Cowboys.
Oh, good Lord.
So like I said, with the Yankees, I was born into it. Well, my dad's also a Colts fan, and when I was a kid, I was watching a Colts-Cowboys game. That was probably 2009, 2010, early Peyton Manning years. And I watched that game, and Peyton Manning just led the comeback and just started ripping into the Cowboys, and I fell in love. Like, I have a picture of Peyton Manning right above me right now, my hero.
Okay.
And so I'm a Colts fan as well. None of the teams I pull for are in state. I mean, you guess I could pull for Carolina. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah,
you mean UNC or the Hurricanes?
UNC. I mean, when we mean Hurricanes, we say Hurricanes.
Sorry, my bad. Okay. So, okay, cool. And then the last question I have is, and I'm shuddering to ask this question. We all know that you've expressed your love for porn. So, and that PS4 now supports Pornhub. Is that your preferred site of choice? Wow, I got him silent. Holy crap! I did a good job.
Let's just say it's the first one I go to when I'm in the mood for browsing, but they really don't update the genre that I'm looking for every day, so I have to go to other resources.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
If you want a good site, go to xnxx.com. It's probably one of the best, but it's not really high quality, but you can get past that.
Too funny. Johnny, do you have any questions you want to ask our member spotlight this week?
See, I was I was saying you're going to ask me what my worst Tinder story was or something
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
not going there, and I'm not opening up that can of worms. So that's not going to happen, my friend.
It's really G-rated if you want to hear it.
All right. You want to throw it out there? Go ahead.
All right, that's my question. That's my question.
There you go. Go for it.
All right. I went down to Charlotte for a job interview. And as I was driving down 85, I was swiping because that's what I do. I swipe. And this girl, she matched up. She messaged me. I was like, hey, I'm going to be at the Marriott at Uptown. You come on over if you want. We can drink, do whatever. So she sent me some pictures of herself, and I was like, okay, she looked great. She's a good-looking girl. I'll score for me. Well, she knocks on my door, and I made the mistake of not looking through the peephole.
Ooh.
So I opened the door, and this girl had to turn sideways to get into the fucking door.
Oh.
It gets worse. So
Johnny's going to piss himself. So I spit all over my monitor. Go ahead, continue.
She brought a few beers, and I had a fifth of Absolute, so we was doing some things. And long story short, yes, I did it, and yes, I did it twice.
Oh
God!
It's not enough. You went to the well once. You went there twice.
I did.
Man has no shame.
The worst part of it is I had to. I have some friends that live there, and I was like, I'm going to go out with some friends, and you're not coming.
Oh.
And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, your car's there, mine's over there, and you're going to go home. So,
see ya.
I burned that bridge so bad, and I kind of felt bad about it for like 5 minutes, but then it was all right.
Too funny. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our member spotlight this week.
Oh my God. That may be one of the best stories on the member spotlight ever.
I think that is the best story that we've ever had on member spotlight. So.
You have raised the bar, Tuttle. You have raised the bar, my friend.
Raised or lowered?
It's all about perspective.
We're all over 25. We're old. Most of us are married. That's raising the bar, brother.
All right. There you go.
As someone who's had that experience before, but well before the Tinder days, although I didn't go near as far with that as he did, I ditched my prospect.
Good Lord.
Tuttle took one for the team.
Good God. Okay. Too funny.
All right. So we've got, Tuttle, that was awesome, man. That was just awesome. Okay. So we've, up to next segment, upcoming clan events.
Yep.
As always, we've got the Wednesday night clan night, and, everybody's L4G looking for games every other night of the week. We've got a lot of Destiny going on. We got some Call of Duty. Hawklanders kind of sparked the Call of Duty.
Yes.
There's a Call of Duty side again. So that ain't a bad thing, especially when you got a good full room of clan members. When you got a full room of GRG, that shit's still fun.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is.
But, next Reapercast, as we mentioned, 2 weeks from now, we're bi-weekly still.
6/11.
6/11, it's all about E3. It's 5 days beforehand. We're previewing. We're predicting. We're going to be taking your predictions. We're going to be featuring a lot of what the clan has to say about E3. So be warned. I'm going to be putting threads up, and I'm going to be bugging the shit out of all of you.
You could post in the thread if you want to send PMs to either Johnny or myself with your predictions for E3. By all means, do that, and we'll be more than happy to address them on the show. I could honestly see that being the longest show that we've had. This one's running a little long. The one with Gunny was a little long, but I can honestly see the E3 show being probably close to 2 hours. Just for all the content that's going to be coming out. I'm sure some people won't be happy about that, but we'll see what happens.
The E3 preview, don't be surprised if it's going to run a little long.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a lot to cover. I mean, you got VR.
A lot.
We're running long tonight, but we're having fun.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Smooth show, in my opinion. I think this has been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. So in addition to our upcoming E3 extravaganza that's in 2 weeks, for those of us who play Call of Duty, the next clan war has been announced. I have to give it to Activision. They're putting these out like that. The next one is Clan Wars Columbia. It starts tomorrow, May 29th, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific. Runs till Monday, June 1st, same times, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. So if any of you don't have any of the Centurion armor, or if you're in a higher division and you need that other piece, then get on there, play with your clanmates, try and dominate the map like we both, like I said and Tuttle said on the Xbox and PlayStation side, and go out there and kick some ass. And hopefully we can represent again this time like we did the last time. I'm looking forward to it.
Quick question from somebody who doesn't play the Clan Wars a hell of a lot. I think I've been involved in like one or two in the past year. If you want to participate in Clan Wars, do you need the DLC?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. If you're in a group, say there's 6 of us and 5 of us have the DLC and one of us and you don't, then that map will never come up for a choice in the rotation. So it's not like you would be booted from it. So it just it'll be like it never existed.
Smartest thing that Activision has done in the history of COD. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You're not breaking up parties.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, they make it DLC dependent, or other devs and other publishers do. So now, for those of you who, what?
He said it's Tuttle fapping. No, he was getting his dip ready. That's what he was doing.
I thought maybe he was swiping on Tinder, but
no, I knew that's what it is. I don't do that, but I didn't even do that. So
you know what? I've been 20 years out of that shit. I haven't done that in over 20 some years. Actually, a lot more than 20.
Never touched it, never will. But I knew the sound when I heard it. So
it interfered with my drinking.
Too funny. So so Clan Wars Columbia starting tomorrow. Get on there. And like I said, let's represent like we did last time. So hopefully we can.
And if you want in, let us know at grimreapergamers.com. There's my plug.
Absolutely. Yep. Post in the forums, send a message to the leaders on both sides, whether it's Beers or myself on Xbox. Absolutely. Send a message to Beers or myself on the Xbox side, to Allie or even Tuttle on the PlayStation side.
Allie, me, or Audible, and we'll
hit them up.
Yeah, Allie, Audible, or Tuttle, they'll get you hooked.
Hit them up.
On the PS4 side.
We'll get you into games. If you want in and you want to be part of it, we'll get you in. So, okay. So I think moving on from upcoming clan events, we're going to move on to the thread of the week. Which
is Call of Duty related.
I was going to say, to some people's dismay, the thread of the week this week is no noob tubes in Black Ops 3. How do you guys feel about that?
That's the most amazing thing I've ever thought about. I mean, because I'm a hardcore player. I play hardcore when I'm playing COD. And
so do I.
And Advanced Warfare specifically, you have to launch your trophy system, because I've run the trophy system since when it first came out, Modern Warfare 3 or 2. That's the best perk you can have.
I should use it. I don't.
If you're using Flak Jacket, I understand, but why take damage when you don't have to?
Right. Especially in hardcore, I agree. So, and any of us who have been team killed by someone who's in the chat, to Soldier with your noob tube.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No,
on the actual show.
No, why? You don't tube, do you?
Oh, I'll team kill.
Yeah, but you don't tube is what I'm saying. So.
Oh, I tube. I suck at this game.
Yeah, but no, the Soldier is like all over the tubes. Like the other night, he was irritating the crap out of me because he was just tubing. And he must have killed me like 4 or 5 times. So not intentionally.
Keeps my kill death above 0.1.
I can't look at myself in the mirror if I use a noob tube. I can't do it.
Yeah,
it hurts. I can't do it.
I don't think I've used them since Modern Warfare 2, to be honest with you. I mean,
everybody used them in Modern Warfare 2. That's different.
Yeah,
I'm the Bobby Heenan of this clan. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
I mean, I use the ACR in Modern Warfare 2, so that's pretty much using a noob tube because that thing was freaking sick.
Yeah, I mean, Modern Warfare 2 was the height of noob tubes because, I mean, you could use noob tubes and you can run scavenger and you could constantly pick up more and more and more and more, which drove people like me.
What was that perk you could use where you could switch your class in the middle of a life?
Oh, One-Man Army?
I think that was the most OP perk you could ever have.
Forget it. I mean, obviously they learn from their ways. So, I mean, obviously that's why we are where we are with the Call of Duty.
Wait a minute. Lala said he's a pro tuber, not a noob tuber.
Oh, okay. Oh, and DeSoldier said that he killed me not by accident. Thank you very much. I'll remember that tomorrow night. So when
I'm not sure if any DeSoldiers team kills are by accident at all.
I'm starting to think that now. So, okay. So
that's ML tube.
that's pretty much the thread of the week. So go check it out at, as we've said before, grimreapergamers.com on the forums. It's got its own legs. If you want to add to it, by all means, please feel free. And as we always say, post away, post frequently, post often, post daily.
Because I hate refreshing the forums and seeing 0 unread forum posts. I like to read all new stuff all the time.
Yeah.
See, Tuttle's hardcore on the forums like us, man. He's refreshing that shit all the time. You know, get in there and post on the forums, get on the site, chat, have some fun, you know, see what kind of crazy shit that Tuttle's up to.
Doesn't have to be about gaming. Just post anything. What you think or what you feel. Just post it. I'll come.
You know, that's one area I fail at. I do not do off topic much. I did off topic better back in the Too Old to Shoot days. I've been too much of a fucking choir boy.
So
if I walked into a church, I'd freaking catch on fire.
Too funny.
See, this is what happens when you make me an officer. I get all serious about it and shit.
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? Absolutely.
Actually, I don't, but
we like to think that we are, right?
We like to think we're serious about it, but we're really not. Wow.
Okay, so that's the thread of the week. So, like I said, check it out on the forums and post there. So from there, I think we're gonna switch it over to H2's review. Did you get that video?
Another review.
We got
a review from H2.
Best one yet.
Here we go.
H2's reviews with H2. Today I'll be reviewing episode 3 of Daredevil. If you like bowling, you'll like this episode. Tune in next week for episode 4.
If you like bowling, you'll love this.
I had no sound. I had to just freaking read his lips.
Yeah, we can't hear.
No,
we can't hear the sound.
We can't hear it. We got to listen to it ahead of. Okay, so we're pulling the curtain back here a touch. We have to listen to it ahead of time so we know what's going on because it doesn't feed through as well.
We're breaking the fourth wall. Francis Underwood here, breaking the fourth wall.
Too funny. Okay, so that was H2. H2, if you're watching the show, brother, keep them coming. We're really digging them. Good stuff.
Oh, we love it. We love H2's reviews. They're
absolutely.
great.
Absolutely. Classic stuff. Yep. So back again for by popular demand is Deuterino's Destiny Minute or 3, episode 2.
I like how we have that in our script here. Destiny Minute or 3.
Or 3.
Hi, this is Elderino54880 on the GRG forums, and I'm here for your Destiny update. The House of Wolves has been out for a little more than a week right now, and despite some accusations of elitism in the Trials of Osiris and the short supply of etheric light, the release seems to have gone over rather well. I won't really get into any issues with the elitism in the Trials of Osiris. That story's been told many other places so far, but I will talk a little bit about the shortage of etheric light. It seems to be a pretty rare drop right now, and if you've looked at any of your legendary weapons, you'll know that you need a lot of it in order to upgrade everything. Right now, the only guaranteed place to get it is in the 34 and 35 level of the Prison of Elders. So if you haven't gotten to the point where you can clear that yet, it's going to be pretty short supply for you. So in the meantime, you're going to want to go ahead and do the 32 Prison of Elders every week and get that armor core in order to get your character up to 34 so you can get the etheric light in order to upgrade all your stuff. So that's going to bring me to my next point on the community side. We are developing a roster of active Destiny players on the GRG forums right now. So if you haven't added your name to the list, please go ahead and do so. There's a separate list for PlayStation 4 and for the Xbox One, and there's a listing on there if you have a preference for PvE or PvP. We currently don't have any specific events scheduled at this time, but it seems that everybody is online and everyone doing the grind trying to get to level 34. So there's a few 34s out there right now, but it's a lot of 33s, so it'll probably be a couple weeks before everybody's up to the top level. So yeah, get out there and squad up and get into the Prison of Elders and have a good time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Any comments on that?
I could talk to you about House of Wolves.
Yeah, well, we all know. I think that your feelings for Destiny has been blatantly obvious throughout this podcast. So,
but yet I continue to play it. I'm a freaking what you call it? The name for it?
Addict?
Hypocrite.
Whore?
Yes. Yeah, you'll bitch, but then you'll keep going back to it. Absolutely.
I just don't enjoy how the Prison of Elders, Varix, he allows you to pick a piece of 42 light armor once a week. It makes it guaranteed to be 34 in 4 weeks. That's not Destiny. You're supposed to grind and earn your gear, not, you know, just wait and be guaranteed 34. That's stupid to me.
Okay.
I don't think they found the balance yet, the right balance between, you know, giving loot well and forcing the grind. Because, you know, it seemed like early on they made it just where you had to just grind unless you were lucky enough to find one of the farming spots. And then, you know, they took away the farming spots, and now, you know, it seems like maybe from what I'm hearing now, I haven't done as much House of Wolves. I haven't done the House of Wolves stuff yet anyway, but it sounds like maybe they're kind of moving to the other end of the spectrum. And Tuttle, tell me if I'm off base here, because, you know, from what I'm hearing from people that I know that play, and, you know, what I'm seeing on NeoGAF, they're kind of moving the other end and making it maybe a little too easy to compensate, where they need to find that nice balance in there.
It's like Lala just said, they're catering to casuals. And Destiny, look, we all know it was supposed to be kind of like a mix between a first-person shooter and an MMO. And MMOs don't cater to casuals. They make you work for it. And now that you don't have to work for it, I don't understand it. But, I mean, of course, they're catering to the fan base, and we're not. And, you know, we're all hardcore gamers here. And we'll play as much as we can. But it's not the same. I remember before the first expansion came out, grinding to level 30, that took work. You had to run VOG every week on as many characters as you could get, which was 3. So I thought it was.
Well, God, the grind from 19 to 20 felt like it forever. You know, I mean,
exactly.
You know, so. You know, and I think the thing is that, you know, Bungie has wanted to bridge the gap between the hardcore and the casual with this game, and I think that's where they've really struggled overall.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
They're trying to, you know, and you know what? As someone who sometimes, I guess the best I can say about my playtime is it's streaky. I can run a, you know, there's periods of times where I'm on 5 nights a week, and there's periods of times I'm not on for almost 2 weeks because of running kids all over hell.
I've got over 300 hours in the game, and last Tuesday I had a level 8 hunter, and I grinded out to level 20 before House of Wolves dropped. And my hunter is level 34, but my Titan, is still level 33. It's too easy to grind up and get levels now because of how they fixed the loot system in House of Wolves, where you can just go buy armor from Varix. They're catering to casuals, and I understand it why, but it's not as fun anymore.
Hey, speaking of casual, how would you like to Sherpa me on the PS4 version?
I will Sherpa you all night long.
Do you want to know what level I'm at on PS4?
6.
I'm on 0.
Oh,
I haven't touched that damn version yet.
Well, I just started a new character, so I need somebody to grind with. Get up to 20.
I may have to join you sometime. The only problem, and the reason why, and I got it on the PS4 because I had some credits, and my kids were wanting to get into the game, but then they got into Halo, and I haven't gotten them over to Destiny yet. But I need to try it on that side sometime. Get together with you guys, see what the hell, see how the other half lives.
It's just Halo with MMO attributes. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think they missed a little bit of the Halo aspect too. As someone who is a big time Halo gamer.
Sorry, Audible. I know you wish there was a sword in the PvP, but there's not a sword.
Oh, Audible said he'll
Alpha
start
Mac
a new
told me.
character and join you two. So
Oh
there you
God.
go.
Oh
You got the
God. We're gonna
trifecta
have to
right
record
there.
that shit. I'll
There you
set up
go.
my recording.
I'm
There you go.
screenshotting it all. I'm screenshotting it.
Or you can
Now
stream
Mac
it to
did
Twitch.
Mac made a good point here. Sure, you're guaranteed level 34, but that doesn't mean you get to upgrade everything.
Sure.
So
You
you
grind
got a
out
little bit.
bounties. When you buy it from Vargs, it's already freaking 42 light. You don't have to worry about getting etheric light.
Yeah.
And which I have to say, etheric light is a pain in the balls to get. They made it too hard to get. I mean, I got one drop from the Nightfall, and I got one drop from 34 Prison of Elders, but still, that should be. You should get rewards for grinding up your Queen's Wrath level or something, whatever it is.
All right. Well, since we talked about the PS4 version of Destiny, let's segue right over to Tuttle's PS4 review.
Okay. PS4 review. Well, considering this from the GRG standpoint, we have Audible, which is, I love to say this, he's back on Destiny. He's playing PvP. He grinded out a Vault of Glass with us last night. We got the Disney's buddy. I can't remember his name. I added him today. He's playing Bloodborne.
Artem.
Yep.
And I want to get in a game with him and do some co-op or some invading. I had a chance to party up with him. But PS4 population growth is growing. We have new guys. Maui is new. We have lime green potatoes.
Nice name.
We have a guy called The Truth. And this fucker's not here right now, but I'm going to give him some credit because I always give him a hard time in the party chat. Tremont is a recruiting son of a gun. He has brought maybe 3 or 4 new members in the past 2 or 3 weeks, and that's really good. I really enjoy having a population growth because we're at the point now we're having 2 parties on PS4 every night. I know you Xbox guys, y'all probably got 20 guys coming out and playing, and we're trying to match y'all.
Well, you're doing a good job.
No argument here.
The PS4 side is strong. I mean, and now you look at the scroll down here, and where this is, I guess, part of the clan hype stuff. I'm getting to this a little early, but you look down here at the scroll, and we're going to be featuring new members here because it's, let's face it, with the amount of members that came in here, this damn show's running long enough.
Yep.
So
to mention all those names, forget it. Exactly.
Yeah,
so.
we'd be at 3 hours mentioning all the names here. So,
exactly.
But if any new guys are watching, don't be so shy. Just come into the party and talk and chat around. We don't even talk about gaming most of the time. We're just fucking around. Come talk to us. Because some guys will join the party and won't say a word. Just come talk. We have fun. We talk shit to each other, break some balls. That's how we do it.
Lala said there's only one member who matters, and that's him. We all suck.
Lala's member matters to him.
I'm sure it does.
Well, when it's that small, it's got to matter, right?
Oh, good Lord.
Okay. He's a long time
So,
married guy like me. It's been out of use for a while.
Good Lord. So does that pretty much cover the PS4 minute, Tuttle, or is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
I am ready to rock on.
Okay.
Nothing else.
All right, cool. So
expect that to be another segment for the Reapercast, the PS4 review. We're going to keep our representation going because that's a strong side.
Yep, we started it. We're going to keep going with it. We're not going to slack off. So
nope. And that brings us to top 5 time. As King Kong Bundy, as Diz showed there, as King Kong Bundy would say, 5. We've got a handful of clips from the past few weeks.
Oh, there you are.
Wait a second. Yep. Oh, there we go. Took me 4 weeks to come up with 3 good clips.
That's all right. Better late than never.
Oh, look at this. Tunnel left during my shining moment.
Great job.
Oh.
Get ready for the next round.
There you go. Oh, there's Lala. Smite.
Okay. Smite. Who's doing this game? Holy crap.
H2's in the chat room.
What?
He's in the chat room.
Killing spree. Holy cow. Triple kill. U.S.A.
Oh, here's Tuttle. The man who's away
There's
right
Tuttle.
now.
And he missed it. He missed it.
He missed it.
He missed his moment.
He did.
A little Destiny.
Yep.
I think I submitted a Destiny clip, but they weren't as good as the Call of Duty. Still on Tuttle. Alpha saying that he's on a peep break.
Your strategy's working. Maintain control.
He's young and on Tinder. He doesn't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
That's for us old guys. Max says H2 rate this clip.
There you go. Tuttle, you missed your clip. Wicked. It's like the Battlefield marker.
Wicked Poke.
Yep, Wicked Poke.
Clip like that.
We're losing this fight. C secure. System hack. Enemy heights have been disabled. Missile strikes incoming. Friendly UAV above.
Yeah, I miss on a missile strike, and then I think I get nuked. Let's see, right
Losing A.
about here where I get nuked. I could have sworn I get
Our
killed.
UAV is
Here's my
online.
triple.
We lost Alpha. Friendly missile strikes incoming. We lost A. Friendly Vulcan above.
Triple kill with a missile strike.
Lala says the Blade Dancer is so cheese, Tuttle.
Ooh. Damn.
And there's our top 5.
That it is. So,
All right,
again,
guys. We need clips.
Yep.
Submit,
Yep.
record. Say Xbox
Yep.
record that or share on the PS4. Send us some clips, guys. I told you a few weeks ago, I'm doing this show naked if you guys don't start doing clips.
Good Lord. Yeah.
I said it once, I'll say it again.
And as you saw evidence from my video, I had 2 missile strikes. I had a fail, and then I had a triple kill. So we want to see both. So don't just show us your epic wins. We want to see your epic fails as well. So that's this week's top 5. You got something to say, Tuttle? I don't hear you.
Tuttle, I think you're on mute.
Tuttle, you're on mute.
All right, let's make a rule. If
Go
you're
for
on
it.
COD, if it's on a quad feed or better, don't post it. Triple kills are weak sauce.
Oh,
Ooh, the gauntlet has been thrown from the PS4 side.
seriously? Okay. All right, I'll have to up my game. So no problem. Okay, so
H2 Daddy says, I'm naked. That's in response to my threat to
Wearing just a beard.
good God Almighty.
You know
Okay.
what? And you know what, Tuttle? I don't think you've seen the Batman pick, have you?
I don't think I
No.
have seen the Batman pick.
No.
H2, you gotta
No.
put that Batman pick up in chat. You
Post
gotta
on the forums.
indoctrinate this
Post on
PS4
the
side.
forums. Screw
No,
it.
that's not H2. That's Jackal.
No, that's Jackal. That's Jackal. God dang
Yeah,
it.
it's
Sorry,
Jackal.
H2. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's Jackal.
Jackal,
Who
if you're
fortunately-
watching this, get the damn Batman pick out.
Whew, thank God. Okay. All right, we're safe. So those are this week's top 5. And like we said, we want your videos. So we've said it before, we said it again. So send those videos to us. So moving on from the top 5, we are going to go to, and surprise, surprise, potato of the month. And somehow, even though
Give
I
me
said it,
three guesses. 3 guesses.
I'll give everybody 3 guesses. 2 you aren't going to need. So, and if you can't figure it out by now, it's the guy who's talking. Somehow it's me.
Is
again.
this guy name? Is his name Keith?
Yeah, that's my real name. So
That's my father's name. That's my
is
middle
it?
name. Yeah.
Get out of here. Learn something new on the Reapercast. So yeah, surprise, surprise, Disney's Potato of the Month again. So please, somebody do something stupid so I can get rid of this damn title. I would really like to get rid of it. So if somebody could do something.
I got a feeling accusing H2 of the Batman pick might.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. We have a new contender. So
I think I put myself
in the
in
quarter yet. He's been potato for like 8 weeks. We need to get him for
it's actually been 3 podcasts in a row, my friend.
So
6
weeks.
6 weeks.
So we're halfway to potato of the quarter.
And Tuttle, you had the 2 before that.
I did. Well, y'all give me potato because I announced the Pornhub support on PS4. I mean, that's a godsend. That's not a freaking potato moment. That's beautiful.
Hey, we're all taters. It's just who's the best tater.
Who's the king tater? Yeah. In this case, the head spud. So
hope we're not Irish here.
Myself, no. I'm Italian, so
I don't know. I'm kind of like I think I've got like 90% of Europe represented between my 2 sides of the family. So
I'm a mutt. I'm Irish as hell. My beard grows in red as hell. Freaking mutt.
I think I got like Irish and English and German and who the fuck knows. So
next potato.
But we might have to save genealogy chat for next time.
Yes, absolutely. So as we've already touched with the clan hype shit, as Johnny said before, if you see the scrolling bar on the bottom, right down here, all the newbies, please welcome them to the clan. And if you guys want to get in games, if you haven't already, a lot of you have. Like I play with a lot of the Xbox guys. Ask for invites. Like Tuttle said, crash parties. Don't be afraid because that's the only way you're going to get involved. So.
Send a message.
You got that
if
also
we're not
works?
online, if we're not online, I got my PS4 app. I get messages on my phone. Send me a message. I'll reply.
Yep. Same thing here with the Xbox One. We have Xbox One Smart Glass, so absolutely we could do that. So, anything you want to add to clan hype shit, Johnny?
Well, okay, this is my time for hype. I mentioned a little earlier, I'm going to be mentioning the living hell out of this for the next several weeks until November, because this is something near and dear to my heart, near and dear to a lot of members of the clan, some members that have been doing this for years before the clan started picking up on this. We've got Extra Life, extra-life.org. This is the gaming charity for Children's Miracle Networks. If you guys will indulge me for just a couple minutes, what happens here is we raise funds for Children's Miracle Networks for our respective children's hospitals in our areas. Mine is Omaha Children's. Children's Miracle Network is across the nation. They do a lot of good for kids. They help the kids that need it. They have cancer, various forms, have other diseases that need a lot of help. They help the parents. They help with parents that are not able to pay as much as other parents. My family's fortunate enough. We are doing well. We can pay, whatever the insurance doesn't. Some families aren't as fortunate. This helps them. This helps get other things for the children and for their families, the families that have to stay over in the houses for long-term care. My personal story with this, a good friend of our family's son had leukemia. They were in and out of Children's Hospital for years. That kid is in his mid-20s now, around Tuttle's age. And he's doing great because of Children's Miracle Network. A good friend of mine in Cincinnati, his daughter had a heart condition. They needed to take her to Children's in Cincinnati. Guys like Radmaster Flash, Survivorus, Digital Ciphers is heading up the team. He's our team captain. We are looking to raise $2,500 as a team this year. My personal goal, $300. Other goals range vary by other, how many people they know and such. We're going to be really pushing this. And November 7th is the marathon, 24 hours starting at 8 a.m. Saturday, November 7th through 8 a.m. Sunday, November 8th. We play for 24 hours. Last year, Extra Life raised over $5 million, I think, for Children's Miracle Network. This year, they're looking to shatter it. In fact, I've even heard rumors that we're on pace to double.
Nice.
So let's get out there. Let's do some good. We're all a great bunch of guys. These are the coolest bunch of guys I know. And this time of year proves it. Because we get donations from our clan members. We get donations from our friends and family. And we shattered our goal last year. I think Digital, I think we were like 35% over goal.
Yeah.
So confirmed in case you guys didn't hear that. We were 35% over goal last year. I mean, it's great. It's awesome. And then we play to celebrate. So extra-life.org. You're going to see the sticky on the forums, and we're going to be talking the hell out of it. So please give.
Absolutely. It's a very good cause.
And the kids are all that matters. With the world we live in, we need to make sure the kids are well taken care of.
Damn right.
Absolutely.
Great words by Tuttle right there.
I also have, not that it's important, but I see in the site chat, not in the site chat, in the chat that there is some breaking news that our next guest/member spotlight for the June 11th E3 extravaganza has been announced, and it's going to be none other than H2 Daddy.
Yay.
So the man from Tennessee with his epic reviews is going to be here for the whole show. So
My neighbor.
The shortest member spotlight ever.
My neighbor. He's my neighbor.
That is awesome. H2 Daddy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I love
So
it. I
it's
can't wait. I'm psyched.
It's confirmed the man's going to be on it. So there's our next guest for the E3 extravaganza. So if you liked Gunny, if you liked Allie, if you liked Tuttle, you're going to love H2. So make sure you view in for that show because you will not be disappointed. So so that pretty much brings us to the end of the show unless anybody else has got anything to add. So I think we're going to go with final comments. Guess first. Tuttle, you got any final comments for our viewing audience this evening?
I can say a couple things.
Go for it.
Guys, it was a really big honor to be involved. I know I bitched about it for a while to be in the member spotlight. And I love all you. I know the PS4 guys especially, but Xbox guys, I don't get to talk to y'all at all, except for in the site chat, but I really enjoy being a part of this. They're all a bunch of good guys, and we have a lot of fun together. And I can't wait to see this clan grow, and we see more and more people come. And I want to see us make it big, and just, I want to see this number on Twitch go from the teens to the hundreds. That's what I want to see. And I hope to be involved again with the Reapercast because I really had a great time. I love all you guys.
You were an excellent host. You were an excellent guest, and you're definitely welcome back on a future episode of the Reapercast. I can say that for sure.
Oh, did great. Did great on the third chair, man.
Yeah.
Highly coveted third chair, and you filled it well.
I was glad that Disney understands I'm not such a special snowflake, and I'm not some crazy person, and he can trust me to be around people and talk to the masses of GRG.
Keep your flippin' shirt on, my man. I see
Alpha
you, Johnny.
told me to take it off.
Okay, so if we told you to jump off a bridge, would you do that? So
no, but I'll still take my shirt off.
Okay, so all right. So as we've said before, next episode 6/11, 2 weeks from today, it's going to be all about E3. So like I said, you want to get those predictions into us, post it in the forums, send a private message to me, send a private message to Johnny. He's Johnny Hustler. I'm DisneyNut68. And we'll get your predictions and we'll get them out there and we'll talk all about it. And we're going to have the man with the epic beard, H2 Daddy himself here for that show. So it should be epic. So watch this. Check it out. Send us your predictions. I'm throwing it to you, Johnny.
All right. On behalf of Disney and on behalf of our great third chair this week, Tuttle, awesome job. Oh, God. What the hell? Did you work for the cable company, buddy, or what? A little South Park there for y'all. All right. On behalf of Diz, on behalf of Tuttle, we're going to wrap up this episode. Stay safe. Have a good next couple weeks. Get your game on. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.